Um, People have been calling and asking and texting me asking if I'm safe and okay, and I appreciate that. I've been safe. I'm safe. I live in Los Angeles, California, but first and foremost, I'm safe. But I'm not okay. I haven't been okay for the past few days, the past few weeks, and what's been coming up for me is truthfully, I probably haven't been okay for an entire lifetime. But I do appreciate people calling and asking me, from friends and family to even past coworkers, white, black, and everything in between, and having the conversation and asking me what are my thoughts on what's going on. And a couple of things have come up, and I just kind of wanted to share two of the main ones, which have been white privilege and the question around the Black Lives Matter movement. So first, just white privilege as I see it. I think oftentimes when we hear a term, the natural tendency is to use our lens about ourselves and, oh, that's taken away from what I've had. So white privilege does not mean that you have not had a hard life. It does not mean you have not struggled. It does not disparage that or knock that down. It simply means that those hard times and struggles have been because of your skin tone. That's what white privilege is. You know, when we're out front and giving things and having wins, we tend to forget how hard it was for others. You know, my mother, just like all mothers, fears for when her child goes outside, you know, for safety and security. But white privilege is, and my mother also fears that I will be unsafe just because of my skin tone. When I get pulled over by the police, my heart drops, you know, just like everybody else. But people of color is a little bit different, right? Because when my white friends get pulled over by police, they think, oh, I'm gonna have a ticket. That sucks. My insurances go up. When I get pulled over, or people who look like me get pulled over, we're thinking we could lose our lives. And that's what white privilege is. The second is the concept of Black Lives Matter, right? This one, I think we're beyond this. Why is it that when we highlight or focus on one cause, we're disparaging another cause? No, it's not that. You know, if your focus is on Black lives, of course it means all lives matter. The concept of all lives matter is fundamentally basic. Yes, all lives matter. It is basic as saying we need oxygen to breathe. But the challenge is that sometimes not all people recognize that Black lives matter in that occasion. And so that's why when we say Black Lives Matter, we're focusing on that one piece that needs more attention to, on the big show of all lives matter. To say Black Lives Matter does not mean that all lives don't matter. It does not mean that brown skinned lives don't matter, that, you know, white lives don't matter, that all people matter. And unfortunately, you have people that don't recognize that. That's what those signs call attention to. Every sign that says Black Lives Matter calls attention to, yes, all lives matter, Black lives included. And you have people who don't feel that way. And just like we all need oxygen to breathe, you have certain people, police officers, people in power, white supremacists, that feel the right to take away the oxygen of others, like George Floyd. I don't want to be, you know, malcontent or say that we've done this before. My friends have reached out and say it's different now because it's on videotape. 20, 30 years ago, Rodney King was on videotape. I don't want to give up. I gotta keep living. We have to keep living. We have to keep loving. But it's not as simple. You know, for true change to take place, it's fundamental. It starts with whenever you see it wrong, address it. Whenever there's a conversation, address it. Just don't walk away. Just don't be silent. And to the rioting, I am not an advocate for violence. Violence begets violence. That's not the answer. Looting and those things, that's not the answer. But the same token, I've been Black for 42 years. I had friends reach out to me a couple of years ago when Colin Kaepernick, kneeled, asked me how I felt about it. But I've had way more people reach out to me this week about how I'm doing what I think, and it's because of the rioting. So if it's what it takes to get the conversation moving forward, I applaud that. I support that. I don't support the violence on either side. I don't support the injustice on either side. Black lives matter. All lives matter. We're better than that. We can have a cause. It doesn't disparage any other cause. Let's just live and love. I know it's corny, but I truly believe in love. And I am safe, but I'm not okay. The world's not okay. But I believe we will. And I truly believe that as long as there's me plus another person, we have a chance. As long as there's you out there and you bring light to another person, we have a chance. There's way more good than evil in this world. It just seems like right now the evil has a louder voice and presence.